What is up, you guys? It is Matty here, and today I'm bringing you another Fallout video. This is the Fallout Hub. When you want Fallout videos and information, you come here, people. So before anything, check out my previous video. It's an episode of the Vault Chronicles, and it basically retells the entire story of Fallout 1. While you're at it, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. It's really important now because YouTube got rid of the Show More button in the subscription box. Also, if you're shopping on the following websites, be sure to just keep in mind my discount code. That's all I ask. Without further ado, let's get into today's Fallout 4 update. Alright, ladies and gentlefish, before anything, allow me to just catch you up to date if you haven't been paying attention to this PAX East stuff, and this is the first time you're tuning in, so I can convince you that this is very probable that we may see an announcement for Fallout 4. So basically, the reason we're all assuming that there might be a Fallout 4 announcement at PAX East is because PAX East does, in fact, take place in Boston. Where do we think Fallout 4 is going to take place? Boston. So it would be an ideal announcement area, and I think they could do something very cool with it, personally. Also, to top that off with, ESO will be out by then, so any hype that they had to build up before then will be there. Now, the common assumption is that we're going to see a New Order and the Evil Within at PAX East, and that's all they're going to be promoting. But what's important about this article that I'm going to be showing you guys here is that it provides a different perspective, a business perspective on the whole thing. We're just thinking announcements and dates and areas and all the gamer stuff, but we're not looking at this from a business perspective. So we're going to look into that. But first things first is if you're still on the fence, you still don't think that Fallout 4 will be at PAX, well, I can at least confirm for you guys that Bethesda themselves have said that they will be at PAX. Pete Hines right here, he's asked if there will be a booth at PAX East, and he says we will indeed have one. So that, if you don't know who Pete Hines is, he's basically the PR for Bethesda, so anything that comes from him is Bethesda, so that's a very, very good thing. So we at least know that they're going to be there, but let's talk about this business perspective here. So first things first is that I actually had no idea, but I guess last PAX, during PAX 2013, PAX East, there was supposed to be a Fallout 4 announcement then, or it was hinted. Not by Bethesda, but people thought it was coming. Then this guy mentions that, but this year we had this big juicy leak proving the game's existence of the scripts. I'll throw up a screenshot now in case you haven't seen them before. He basically states that the Kotaku's word is the gospel, which is pretty funny. And Bethesda takes notice when Kotaku puts their news out there, which is totally true. You got to think about it. They're a big news company such as IGN or GameSpot, companies like those. And, you know, it's very important that Bethesda really does take note to big companies like these leaking news like that. So that's what I'm thinking, that they had to have obviously seen this, but they haven't commented on it, because I've been getting a lot of messages saying, oh, Matty, have you found out if Bethesda has said anything on this? Because this came out right after the Survivor 2299, so it could have very well slipped under Bethesda's nose, but I'm assuming they would have found out by now, because it's all that's been talked about when it comes to Fallout 4. So, anyways, moving on. Now, that's one little extra detail I just want to throw in there, but here comes the business perspective. Bethesda didn't release a single IP in 2013. Obviously, that is not good for business. And, you know, he says here that 2013 was supposed to be a year of promise from Bethesda. It took place before every major project got delayed. Elder Scrolls Online was supposed to launch last summer, which I was so excited for. The Evil Within and the New Order were slated to be potential launch titles for the next-gen consoles. None of these things happened, so yes, that is very bad for business. And that's probably explains a little bit as to why the Elder Scrolls Online's subscription fee is quite expensive at $15 a month on top of a $60 price tag. So basically, after the first month of playing, you're going to be paying like 75 bucks. So anyways, he says here, money makes the world go round, and Forbes is predicting the world might stop spinning for Bethesda once ESO gets here. It's unabashedly referred to ESO as the biggest gaming disaster of 2014. Here's an excerpt from Forbes' Paul Tassi. I'm not sure if it's arrogance, the idea that people love Elder Scrolls so much they'll pay $60 for a box copy and $180 a year to play the Elder Scrolls Online. But it's bad business sense at the very least. Makes complete sense. Says you better believe that when Forbes calls Bethesda's most ambitious project of 2014 a disaster, that they take notice. Neither Bethesda Softworks or its parent company ZeniMax Media are publicly traded, so there is no investor panic that there would be a bold business move like this from other companies. So, then right here, he starts talking about how EA is even, like, right now ahead of Bethesda, and how Bethesda is just being an arrogance. He says, I commented on Bethesda's arrogance before, especially with how they handled the whole Survivor 2299 hoax. And he's saying, you know, it's pretty bad when EA is treating their fans better than you, because EA had the decency to give gamers footage last year at E3. And then it's a Star Wars Battlefront E3 announcement trailer. And that's the thing that we've all been saying, that Bethesda, this is what we want to see. Just a quick little trailer, just toss it up with your little music from the 50s and get it done with. Let us know it's coming, and that's all we need to see. Same thing with like Kingdom Hearts 3, like I've said plenty of times before, is you know, it's very, very early in development stage. Probably progressed since, but obviously it's not far in development at all, and we still know it's coming, so we're fine. And yeah, and this guy says actually exactly what I just said here at the bottom. He says, and that's all it would take, Bethesda, a 20-second video with a logo and an acknowledgement that the title we love and are eagerly awaiting is on the way. Then the hoaxes stop, the harassment stops, and we can stop scratching our heads when we look at your 2014 calendar and go, this is it. Ouch. Basically saying that this guy's not excited for anything, and I have to be right on his side with that. The only game I'm excited for is The Evil Within. Elder Scrolls Online I do like a lot, but oh man, it's expensive. I don't know. I want to make videos for it, but it's too expensive. So there's your business perspective as to how to why a Fallout 4 announcement is key. In order to basically save Bethesda's company from potentially just bankrupting themselves and not selling a single thing the entire year, spending all their money in development, and then being called a disastrous company for all their choices in 2013. It's really hurting their image, especially with the Survivor 2299. So they're in a bad position, and I think they need to make sure they have fans on their side at this point. So that's more evidenced as to why an announcement is key. But what do you think? Is this proof enough for you, or are you going to wait until the next batch of proof comes on by? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, we chat in the comments whenever I can, usually within the first hour this video is live, and then I come back multiple times. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. It's very important now that YouTube basically limits our sub boxes now to like 2 hours. So now you'd have to individually search my channel. So basically just following me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, would allow you guys to be able to see my videos, or have more of a higher chance of seeing my videos and not forgetting that I exist, which sucks for the little guys. But also, just keep my discount code in mind. That's all I ask. Other than that, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.